Well, hey there, hero. My name is David H. Lawrence the 17th, and I love answering questions. I really, really do. But sometimes people, I can't help them because they ask really, really bad questions. If you want better answers, my advice to you is ask better questions. And I've got two big pieces of advice for you in this episode of the VO Heroes podcast. I answer questions a lot. In fact, I spend a lot of my time first thing in the morning and at the end of my day answering tech support questions for the voiceover talent and the actors that I train, and also the people that purchase Rehearsal Pro and now Audio Cupcake, and just basically everybody who sends me a support ticket for any of those avenues. I try my very best to help. But sometimes I have to ask myself, what are you thinking? Somebody sent me a tech support question today that said, "Your stupid software doesn't work. Help." What? Okay, first of all, I'd never sell a copy if it really didn't work. And I've sold quite a few copies. But the important thing is, making it easy on yourself to ask a question doesn't make it easy on me to answer that question. The first piece of advice that I have for you is be as complete as you possibly can. You never know what little detail you give me when you ask a question is going to help me solve your question, help me solve your problem. So give me screenshots, give me recordings, give me videos, give me complete sentences. You know, I get that some people just want to talk into their phone, one sentence, get it off, and then have me kind of discern by, mentalism, what it is that they're experiencing, what they're suffering from, what they really want to have happen. I need to know what you expect to have happened and what really did happen. Because maybe what you expect isn't something that the app can do anyway. Or when you ask me a question about voiceover, maybe your perception of our industry is a little whack, is a little off base. Maybe you got some sort of advice from people who didn't really know what they were talking about, and you're expecting that to be the truth, but it really isn't the truth. So, first piece of advice of the two pieces of advice I have, be as detailed as you possibly can when you make a request for support or just ask a question in general. Don't just dash off something quickly. Give me details. Be as complete as you possibly can. And then the second thing is really up your game in terms of asking questions. Instead of asking questions like what or which or who, how about asking why or how? In other words, instead of what mic do you use, how about why do you use the mic that you use? Why do you recommend the AT2020 USB Plus? Instead of, Audio Cupcake, why do you recommend Audio Cupcake? Or what is Audio Cupcake? Or what do you do? How about, how does it work? What does it do? Or when you have a problem with it, why is it doing this? Why? This is what I'm feeling. This goes back to being more detailed and more complete. But asking questions the way an interviewer would ask questions. And I get that this is more work. I get that it's easier to just say, this stupid thing doesn't work, and leave it at that and expect that I'm going to go, oh, I know what he's talking about, because my stupid thing doesn't work. Take a moment. Really think to yourself, if I knew nothing about what is going on here, what would I need to give someone who was going to give me help? And then I'm likely to be better at answering your question. So if you want better answers, ask better questions. And I want to take a moment to give a shout out to Diane Kennedy, who is a CPA tax consultant, who actually brought this to my attention. I'm a member of her newsletter, and she kind of basically had the same kind of message when it came to tax questions. I get tax questions all the time that are just like very simple, but I need a lot more detail. So I wanted to share that with you today. And I'm wondering if you have any tips or tricks from people that have really gotten you great results when you've talked to tech support, or when you've asked questions of people, or when you've asked for advice. What has shown you to get better results? What have you done when you ask questions? Please scroll down below this video and give me your comment, your question, your tips, your tricks. below this. I'd really appreciate that. I thank you so much. I'm David H. Lawrence the 17th. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And we'll see you next time.